The new edition of Global Business Today takes into account critical findings from customer research to drive content development. According to our research, one of the key challenges in teaching international business is that it takes instructors a lot of time to find cases, extra readings, and write their case studies for each week of lecture. On the part of the students, it can be difficult for them to understand the complexity of international trading relationships and to appreciate that international business is not just about globalization. To help instructors and students cope with these pain points, Global Business Today 4E will provide new case studies and vignettes. This practical content will enable case-based learning, which is increasingly becoming the preferred teaching style in international business. Chapter 1, for example, has a new closing case on a small enterprise in rural Japan. One feature that is worth showing to instructors is the series of country-focused vignettes on Australia's top trading partners. Each chapter will focus on a different country. To spur discussion of real-world problems that each feature illustrates, there will be discussion questions in each vignette. Every country-focused feature reports on and analyzes Australia's unique relationship with each of its biggest trading partners. In other chapters, there are other new boxed examples, such as the feature on digital currencies in Chapter 4. Many of the practical examples in the 4th edition examine emerging economies such as Thailand, China, India, Malaysia, Vietnam, Taiwan, and Indonesia. The text likewise covers other contemporary issues from an Australian perspective. There's a strong Asia-Pacific focus in this edition, with features not only on the emerging economies of India and other countries, but also on Japan, Singapore, and South Korea. Not only has Global Business Today 4E strengthened the Asia-Pacific perspective, it has also refreshed some of its case studies with material examining current issues. One particularly interesting case study is the one on the FIFA corruption scandal in the chapter on ethics and corporate responsibility. There are case studies too on medium-sized Australian companies that have made it big in international business. Another case study that is worth showing to instructors is the one on Haier, a Chinese company that is the biggest appliance maker in the world. The case looks into the global strategy of this Chinese firm. Other cases and examples look into how Australia and New Zealand seek growth in spite of limited domestic markets. Global Business Today 4E provides a lot of new material to keep the course up to date and interesting. The discussion questions provided with each new vignette aim to help students develop the ability to provide the depth of information, analysis, and practical application of concepts to an appropriate level. Global Business Today 4E likewise features companies that will be familiar to students, such as this opening case on Woolworths in Chapter 14. Watch for it this year. For the first time, Global Business Today will also be available in LearnSmart and SmartBook.